I was responding to the chat.
Morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena. I'm the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Improve Your LinkedIn Strategy to Grow Your Network and Your Business. The mantra behind the Greater New York Chamber is we are here to help you grow your business and providing this pertinent information. And LinkedIn is so popular. And to our presenter today is the amazing digital 628 design. And you know what? I just wanted to say, Sam has been, or Samantha, Sam has been with us for many, many, many years. And I have to say, to all the other presentations, no disrespect, this is the most popular one. People love LinkedIn. They love digital marketing. They love to get more information. And, Sam provides that information. This is being recorded so you can go back to it because she's going to provide so much information. And I'm going back on the previous one because she gives you so much information about LinkedIn that most people don't know about. So she is the guru for 628 design, digital design, and for providing this information for LinkedIn. And I'm just gonna, turn it over to her right now. Everyone can put your questions in the chat. And as you know, Samantha is very nice about this presentation. She'll take if you put the questions in as she's speaking, I will monitor that and ask her the question. So as we'll do real time instead of waiting for the end, we have a hard stop at 11. So Sam, take it away. I'm so excited for this. As you can see, it's really, it's really popular. This is a hot issue right now, always has been. And thank you again for doing this, providing this information and helping the Greater New York Chamber database and family grow.
Yes, Helena, thank you for having me. And hello to everyone. Hello from Connecticut. That's where I'm at, originally from Queens, now in Connecticut. So thank you all for joining. So yeah, I like to make the presentations engaging. I don't want to just talk at you for an hour. So please throw any questions in the chat. Helena, thank you so much for monitoring it. So we are going to dive into LinkedIn. There's not a lot of PowerPoint slides because we actually go into LinkedIn. So if you have your phone nearby, your tablet or your computer, we'll be looking at hands-on what can we actually do in LinkedIn. So I am Samantha Williams. My company is 628 Digital Design, where I say we drive innovation through sustainable digital content marketing, design, and strategy. And this is my bio slide. I just like to share. So 628 Digital Design, we provide inclusive content for diverse audiences. And I also have a consulting arm. So I do full service marketing, social media, websites, PR, translation services, videography, photography, all of that under the marketing umbrella we do. In addition to that, I am also the president and co-founder of a nonprofit, which is CMWP Foundation. It's an entrepreneurial support organization empowering Black and minority men, women, and children entrepreneurs. I have a 12-year-old who's going in his 3rd year in entrepreneurship. Underneath my nonprofit, we have a women's organization, which is the collaboration of minority women professionals, where we have over 200 Black and minority women in our membership. Locally here in Connecticut, I sit on the board of the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce, and also Be Local Connecticut. There's a Be Local New York. That is the certified B Corp logo you see on the bottom right side there. We are a benefits organization with social impact, mission-driven goals. On the bottom left are some of the awards and accolades myself and the business have won across the years. And on the right is our alphabet soup of certifications. And I am just back yesterday. I got back from Miami from the NMSDC's conference down there. So shout out to any certified MBEs and WBEs that are on the call. So we're going to dive in with a LinkedIn masterclass. I actually have this agenda printed out because this is what we're going to review today. We're going to be looking at your personal and your business page. So your personal profile and your LinkedIn business page. These are 2 separate things. We're not commingling. Yes, you can share from your business page to your personal, but we're not commingling. Accepting your connections, which is vital to growing your LinkedIn network. Your QR code, we're in the digital age now, so we should be using our QR code for LinkedIn. Creating newsletters, giving recognition and celebrating others, polling your audience, giving recommendations, receiving recommendations, setting up your marketplace, which is so critical. We're going to spend a little bit of time in the marketplace. Your search feature, business and career. What are you doing with this? In today's economy, there's a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners looking for jobs. So we're also going to review that a little bit. Joining groups, LinkedIn pods and posting parties, earning LinkedIn certifications, and then premium features in LinkedIn. So we are going to dive into the LinkedIn Learning. So let me, not LinkedIn Learning, just LinkedIn. Let me share my screen so I can go over to LinkedIn. Hold on. So we are going straight, if this will stop sharing, hold on. Okay, and now we're gonna go into the LinkedIn platform. So on your, here we go. On your tablet or phone, I want you to just pull up LinkedIn so you can walk through this with me, and we're gonna navigate all of these features. Okay, so can you guys see the LinkedIn screen? So we're going to get started with, this is the LinkedIn personal profile. So this is not your page. If you look on the left-hand side here, it says my pages, see all, if I do see all of the pages I manage will be listed here, right? So we want to make sure that we are knowing the difference between the two. So your personal page, if I go into my profile up here, this is going to be your personal page. So when you're on the personal page, you want to make sure you're optimizing this for you as an individual. Yes, you're going to highlight your career accomplishments and all of that. You're going to share your business information. But remember, this is you as an individual. So I say that because we were recently on a contract for a healthcare organization to revamp the LinkedIn profiles, the personal profiles. Can you make the page bigger? Hold on. Yes. Is this better? So we were, let me see if I can go find the chat
It's
again.
actually landscape instead of.
What'd you say, Helena?
It's more horizontal than vertical.
Oh, that I can't change the orientation though. It's
Yeah.
Google. But you guys, I want you guys to pull up your individual profiles and just follow from there, okay? So we were awarded a contract to revamp the LinkedIn personal profiles of the senior executives of the healthcare organization. And in that, we brand their banner picture up here. We make sure they have a professional profile picture. But there was a lot of confusion because the organization was paying for it, I think. They thought that their LinkedIn profile should be promoting their organization, their job, and not themselves. So I want you to remember, this is your personal LinkedIn page. Yes, you have a job. Yes, you're in a career. Yes, you run a business, but this is your personal page. So when you're revamping it, one thing you want to look at is your banner picture. So LinkedIn does have some templates you can use. If you go to edit this picture, you can go and use one of the templates, but it's really good if you brand this personally for yourself, put in some keywords in there so that when people get to your profile, they're going to easily see what exactly you do. And in doing that, you want to make sure you're looking at the formatting of this because your profile picture is going to be here to the left. So whatever image you're designing, you want to make sure, like if you have words here, you don't want to have your website blocked out by your profile picture. So you want to be mindful of that. On your personal profile, you also want to be looking at here where it says public profile and URL. So I have mine as my company name because I'm always promoting 628 digital design. But you can easily have this say Samantha Williams, Sammy Williams, Samantha M. Williams. so that it's personal to you. And then when you're sharing that, it's going to have your name instead of these random letters and numbers, right? And then in here, when you're setting up your profile, when you get to this section, you want to make sure that this is all keywords that you're using here in your headline. Your headline is part of SEO. People can search for this information on LinkedIn, on Google, and different search engines. So you want to make sure you're maximizing your headline by using keywords, targeted keywords that people are going to grab. Okay. And then just making sure you have this information turned on, right? Are you open to work? Are you accepting new clients? Making sure your contact information is here and visible. And then you have your about section. This is limited to, I believe it's 11,000 characters. So you want to just make sure you're using tools. I'm a full advocate of ChatGPT and the other AIs. Just make sure that this is also full with keywords and you're staying within its limit, because when you copy and paste and try to put, if it's too much content, it's going to tell you no, it's not going to fit. So some things I recommend is, of course, talking about yourself, saying what it is you do. I include some testimonials right here. Yes, we're on LinkedIn where I have recommendations, but if you're here on my profile, you're taking the time to read this far, you can also learn about some of the recommendations we have. Here also on your business page and on your personal profile, you can feature content. So you can upload content to share. Here you can add a post, you can add a newsletter, add an article, and it gives you different options that you can upload as featured content. And then you can edit it around. So which do you want to show first versus what do you want to show later?
Sam? There's questions on going back to your editing of your personal information. Can you scroll back up?
Yes, that's here.
So that show them where it is, where they go.
So if you're on LinkedIn, you get here. This is your homepage on LinkedIn. If you click on me at the top, and it may look different on mobile, but if you click on me, you're going to click on view profile. And then when you get over to profile, this takes you into the edit mode. These pencils here allow you to edit. Anywhere you see a pencil on LinkedIn, when you're on your business page or your personal profile, it's telling you that you can edit these things. So if I wanted to edit my profile, I can click into it and it walks you through exactly what people are going to see when they get to your profile. So this is where you would go into your headline.
And then the headline is where going on to the chat is probably where you need to put as much information.
Yes. Personal info, show how to change it. So this is how you change it. So after about my shower activity, okay. Mine looks different. Is it because it's not paid LinkedIn? I'm not sure. This shouldn't look too different. I do have LinkedIn Premium. But this is the standard of your profile of what you should be looking at, of what you can input. So this is your name, your pronouns. So we started here, your first name, last name, any additional name. I go by Sammy. You can put your pronouns if you want. You can add a recording of your name. That may be a premium feature. Who do you want your profile visible to? So I want it visible to all. Here's your headline. So this is showing, because I have premium, I can rewrite my headline using AI. So that would be one different. Do you suggest that using LinkedIn Premium is a benefit? It depends. I tell people to play around with it. I'm going to get into a little bit later of why I use it and the ROI on it. But I want to say I have pricing here later. I think it's like $59 a month. And even if you play with it for 1 to 3 months, give it 3 months, you can see how it maximizes your reach and your capabilities on LinkedIn. So here you have different positions you can choose from, right? So as you build your LinkedIn profile, you can select what you want as your most current position. Do I want to show that in my intro? That's an option I have. So I say yes. I do my industry. my education, so I can toggle back and forth. Do I want it to say my master's degree? Do I want it to say Wharton? Right now, I'm gonna say Wharton. And then the location. So one thing I've noticed too, just make sure you're specific about your location. I had to make sure I changed mine because it kept telling me the greater New York area, the tri-state area, but it wasn't being geo-local specific. And I'm in New Haven, Connecticut. And when opportunities come up, whatever it may be, you want it to be as geographically focused as possible. So say you're deciding to relocate to Florida. My parents are in Florida. Say you're deciding to relocate to Florida and you're looking for opportunities there. Then you may want to change this to Florida so that the algorithm on LinkedIn will start giving you information and connections and things in Florida, right? Here you can edit your contact. And then because I have premium, I have this option. And I'm just going to close out of that so it doesn't save any of the changes. And I hope that answered the question. And so, yeah, so this is how you can feature content and you can scroll. So here you would edit your featured content. First is uploading, selecting the content that you want to feature. And then this button here. So this is the add content. This button here allows you to move your content and say, I want this first, list this one second, and it just goes on like that. And then these are all, and then if you want to remove, you just hit remove. And it's all customizable and editable. That's one good thing about this, but you want to be sure you're saving, because if you're working on LinkedIn on your profile and you're not saving, you could lose your content. So if you're working on your about section, and I recommend do not type it in here. Type it in Word or Google Docs, whatever you're using. Type your about information there, because also you want to monitor how long it is, because you have that character limit. So type it there, make sure you're using Grammarly, whatever editing tools, and then copy and paste it into here. Because if you're just doing it in here and then you lose it, then you're gonna lose it. You won't have it anymore. These are your services that you can list. This is, I believe this is coming from the services marketplace, because they only allow you to list 10 different services. And then you go into your activity. So this is how you understand what you're seeing on your page, right? These are your services. These are your featured posts that you decided to feature. This is your activity. And then you can filter it by looking at your posts, your comments, your videos, your images. Here you can go and create a post right there too. And then you go into your experience. So this should be coming pretty much from your resume. I know a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners don't have resumes anymore, but you should maintain a resume. That's a whole different masterclass, but you should still be maintaining a resume, your capability statement, all of that. John, you should be using, it depends again. So John is asking, should you use a business zip or your home zip code? So again, it depends on what's the location you want to target. So if you live in, like I live in Connecticut, but I worked in New York and I'm looking for opportunities in New York, then I'm going to put New York or the tri-state area option that they give me. If I want to be hyper-focused on Connecticut, then I'm going to use Connecticut. If I remove featured content, does it disappear forever, Monica? No, because it's being, yes and no, it's being featured primarily from what's on your profile. So this is a way for you to bring up, to highlight content that you already have, but you do have the opportunity to upload videos, upload different content. If you delete that, that's going to be gone from LinkedIn, but I would say not forever, because you still have that content somewhere. You should have it. If you're uploading it to LinkedIn, you should have that content. And then if you happen to lose it on LinkedIn, you would just go back to wherever you uploaded it from and re-upload it. Leila is an editor. Make sure everything's spelled correctly with correct punctuation. Yes. I'm also a professional writer. That's how I started my business. Professional writer, editor, a researcher. If you're using ChatGPT or the AIs, that's why I say use Grammarly. So you want to be fact checking, editing, proofreading everything that comes up here, because people will judge you and it could also be a ding to your professionalism. So make sure you're doing that. Is featured a section you add, or should it be there by default? What do you use feature for? My profile shows my activity. So when you go to your profile, I may have added all of the sections, but there's oh, here it is. Open add profile section, book an appointment, resources. So if you click on add profile section, it will give you the different options of things that you can add to sections you can add to your profile. So this is the core that they have: add education, position, services, career break, add skills. Recommended is going to be featured, licenses, certifications, projects, courses, recommendations. And then these are additional sections you can add: volunteer, publications, patents, honors and awards, test scores, languages, organizations, and causes. This additional really helps you make your profile more personable. So I hope that answered your question, Norona. Bob says suggestion on long edits: edit the text offline in Notepad or similar, then cut and paste. Yep, exactly what I said. Deborah, is the featured option with premium? No, so we just went to the featured. What's the difference between feature and activity? How does it show up on a landing page? So featured is this is your profile. Featured is the content that you want to highlight. You want to bring that up so that people can see this when they go to your profile. You notice the featured content is above your activity. Your activity is what you're actually doing while you're on LinkedIn: posting, commenting, sharing other content, any images that you've uploaded or shared on LinkedIn. This is what you're doing on LinkedIn. This is your presence. I love to connect, but can't find your account on LinkedIn. Yes, I will type it in again. I'm under 628 digital design. Hold on. Making sure that's fact checked and proofread. Okay, that should get you here. So activity is all things related to you. If I scroll here, this is going to be the things that I reposted, that I reshared, things I commented on. You're going to see all of that here. Hey, look at Helena in the New York Chamber, right? So this is specific to me. And then down here, I can go to show all posts. All posts are all the content that I posted on LinkedIn. That's what you're going to see here. So I'm just scrolling back to the front here. And then we got into experience, right? So you should be grabbing content from your resume, your CV, your capability statement, plug it in here. And when you're adding experience, you want to make sure you see how it has the company logos here. That's because my companies have LinkedIn pages. So I'm an advisory council member with the Harvard Business Review. So when I go to put in a new position, I'm going to make sure I'm searching for that organization so that their logo appears, because they should be on LinkedIn. And then you would add that in here. And so here, this is some, community involvement and all of that here. And let me scroll out of, I'm deep into experience. Let me go out of experience. And again, here, this allows, so if you have experience that's in the wrong order, you can use this to upload, to change the view. So I did that here for my experience in BNI. Shout out to any BNI members who are on. So it had it flipped between me being, well, now I need to update this. I'm no longer the president, but it had me flip between being the president versus being a chapter success coach. So I work for BNI, but I was the president of my chapter. And so when I edited the dates in there, I think I had a date wrong, so it had it in the wrong order. So then I just went in, updated the dates, and then I can use this button here. So when I updated and said I'm the chapter success coach of BNI, it moved that to my current position. But I want 628 to show as my current position. So that's when I use this tool here so I can put it in the right order. Wait. Okay. How often do you update your featured info? Me, probably like once a quarter. or so. Usually it'll catch my eye. Like I will see something featured and I'd say, oh wait, but I did something better. let me feature this post instead of that post, or move the order of how it's going to be featured. What type of things does one want to feature? So we can go back to feature and we can go look at some of the options they give you. And we can look at what I have also. So I'm featuring one, that I'm accepting new clients. That's going to be number one. And number two is my capability statement. So yes, I want you to hire me, but here's my capabilities and you can see exactly what I can do for you. Some of the other things I featured, I won the Comcast Rise grant twice. I put that in there. This is actually a video. So I won a grant to have Comcast create a commercial for me, a TV commercial. So this is that commercial. So I'm highlighting that. And then, as you can see, there's a lot more on here. This is Tony V. Martin, who I participated in training programs with her. She developed with Salesforce. Supplier diversity. So I got to meet her in person. So things like that. You can choose what you want to feature. Again, this is your personal page. This is not the business page. This is a personal profile. Can you please show how you move featured content? When I try and move with the arrows, nothing happens. Okay, so if I go into featured content, I'm going to press the little pencil and I click into it. And this pops up. So it says reorder at the top. And these bars on the side is what allows me to move it. So I just grab the bar and now my capability statement is going to be first. So if you see it flipped here, so if I close here, now when I go featured, go back so you can see that change. Now it shows it reordered it. Now my capability statement is going to show first. And I can change that later because I like to accept clients, but I can leave capability statement there for the purpose of the training. Can you please show how you move? Okay, this is being recorded. Are all your posts auto-loaded to your activity? Yes. Yes, everything you're doing on LinkedIn is going to be found here. But again, this is your profile. So if you click onto someone else's, you'll be able to see their activity. My company logo is not showing up in Experience. And Monica, you do have a company page on LinkedIn and your logo is associated with that page. You've already uploaded it there. That's how you're going to get that. What do you use for your text feature material? Something like Canva or other? But this, well, yeah. So my capability statement, no, that's a Word doc or PDF. These are social media posts. So my social media manager uses Canva to create like authenticity and inclusive marketing. This was created in Canva. Accepting new clients was created in Canva. You're welcome, Helen. Okay, so then we get to the education. So all these sections of your profile work the same. You want to make sure you're putting in the name of the organization, you're searching for them on LinkedIn so that the logo shows. Morgan Stanley Small Business Academy doesn't have a business page. So Morgan Stanley does, but Morgan Stanley Small Business Academy doesn't. That's why there's no logo there for them. And then this is for you. This is for you to brag about yourself. So like when I'm doing the career readiness workshops and doing resumes, I tell people all the time, this is your LinkedIn page, your profile for you to brag about yourself. Put in your licenses, your certifications, enter your skills. People can endorse you. You can endorse others when it comes to your skills. And then you get down here to your recommendations. So you can see recommendations given to you, and then you could go over here and see recommendations given. Again, this is only going to be populated if you've received recommendations and if you've given recommendations. If this is empty when you go over to given, go look through your connections and start giving out some recommendations, because guess what? People like it and they will help you out also. And if they're your client, your customer, they'll want to make sure they're recommending you also. But I think it's a really good practice just to get into the habit of recognizing people and giving them recommendations. And then these are just additional sections that I added. So publications, different organizations, interests, and then causes, right? And this is all optional. Those sections you don't need to add. And then we can go back. Any questions on the personal profile before I open up a business page? All right, I'm go over to the 628 business profile page. So I have premium. So when you see those, well, this one is telling me it wants me to get premium for business. So that's a different thing. So I don't pay for LinkedIn premium for business. I pay for my personal page. So on here is going to be on my personal page. When you see the gold, it's showing that this is a enhanced feature. On my business page, it's telling me with this gold, I could enhance it if I did the premium for business, but I'm not doing that yet. So here it just starts with some today's actions, is giving you some recommendations. So because I have LinkedIn premium for personal, it's telling me I have 250 invitations that I can invite up to 250 people to follow my page or follow one of the other pages that I follow. What is great about LinkedIn Premium? I believe it's $59 a month. I think I have a pricing slide in here. Is there an advantage to doing premium for business? I have for personal. Ellen, I don't know because I'm not paying for it yet. So I know that there's advantages on the personal side, so I'm paying for that. On the business side, I don't know about that yet, and I am already maximizing or trying to maximize what I'm doing on the personal side, and I'm not at a stage where I want to try to play around with both and see now what can I get for premium business. You already get enough on your personal page. That's how I feel. LinkedIn gets enough money and enough coins already. So because I have the premium for personal, I have these 250 invitations per month. So this on the first of the month, this updates and I get another 250 and I can invite 250 more people to follow my pages. So I just like to close those out. So when you get to your page, it first takes you to your dashboard, right? So you can quickly see some analytics. I can manage recent posts. It'll tell me if people like if my employees have posted stuff, that'll come up here also. But these are 628 posts that you're seeing here. This is what we posted under 628. So here you see the accepted new clients, and then I took that and featured that on my personal page. So now these are given recommendations based on my business, based on my experience and my behaviors on the business page. It's saying that I should probably want to engage with these people. So one is telling me to engage with myself. So it's referring me back to my personal page. It's telling me to check out this Simon Sinek's page. More about me, Realist Lab. And then I can go to the feed. So as a business profile, you also have a feed and you can follow different pages on your page. Okay, so this is the feed from the LinkedIn, the business page. There's a crosswalk with the features for premium. Some of the things are that I like to use for, and this is the personal premium that I'm using. One of those 250 connections. Another is if I'm connecting with someone, I can. So one is the invitations, the 250 invitations. Then I think it's 50 or 100 people I can connect with that I don't know. You can't do that on free LinkedIn. So if I want to send a message or connect with someone, LinkedIn says, here's your new allocated number of people. Yeah, you have 100 people you can connect with this month. Make sure you utilize this. Yes, there's well, the recording is going to be on the Chamber's website. Features, I'm not sure where to find my business page. I saw it earlier. So your business page, I'm gonna go back to the profile, the homepage. If it lets me, hold on. I think my internet is acting slow. Okay, we're back on the homepage. So your business pages, this is your home page. This is going to be you. Your business page is going to be on the left-hand side under where it says My Pages. And any of the pages you manage are going to be listed here. If you don't see it, if you manage a lot, click on See All, and all of them will pop up here. I hope that helped. How do I send out follower invitations? To your page, on the left-hand side, you're on your page. Again, I like to close these. So on the left-hand side of the business page, you're going to click here, Invite to Follow. So here it is. So 250. There's 250 people per month that I can invite. You can search if you know the name of the organization. So Carlton O'Neill, I know him, but I just connected with him the other day, right? So you can just click, right? I want to invite all these people, and it'll tell you here how many people you're going to send this to, and then you hit invite 10. When you reach but this is also a premium. Oh no, this is a free feature. So you get $250. No, I'm not making a post. 250 connections per month. At the beginning of the next month, it's going to tell you you reached your maximum. At the beginning of the next month, it's going to re-up and you'll get another 250 people, and then you can start sending those connections again. By the way, is it better to write posts or write articles on your profile? You should be doing both. We have the newsletters a little bit later down, but I can show you that now while we're in here. So on your page, make sure you're looking at your analytics, right? Your analytics should be guiding what you're doing. On the left-hand side, you can see your posts, your analytics. Your feed is what other people are posting. That's not your feed. If you want to see what your page is posting, what you're doing, that's page posts. Activity is just like your personal. What have you been doing? What are you engaging with? Your inbox is your DMs. If you want to edit the page, you will go through there. Services, I'm going to go back to because someone asked about posting an article versus posting a post versus an article. One, you should be posting something. So it's great if you have your own content. If you don't know where to start, you can search up here, or either on your personal or your business. You can search here for different topics. So I'm in digital marketing. Maybe I want to do something in AI marketing right now. I can search that, find a post, and then repost it. And when I repost it, I'm going to summarize with my own thoughts and engage the audience. So I'm going to say, oh, they're saying AI is going to take over the world in marketing by 2027. What are your thoughts on that? Now you're opening it up for people to engage with you. I wanted to show you guys newsletters. So when you're asking, should you write an article versus do a post? Both, right? It's all about maximizing your reach. On LinkedIn, on your personal page and on personal profile and your business page, you can create newsletters. So this is the 628 Digital Digest, right? But I could also create a new newsletter if I wanted to. I can add to this. So if I wanted to take a blog and repurpose it and put it on LinkedIn as a newsletter, since I have a newsletter already, I'm going to go into my newsletter, 628 Digital Digest. And then I'm going to create a new edition. So this is our Digital Digest. We have 6 editions. That means I've published 6 newsletters here. And then people can follow or subscribe to your newsletter here. So how I use this is when I write a blog for my company, that blog is going to go on my website. That blog is going to go on my email newsletter. I use Flowdesk, but there's Constant Contact, MailChimp, HubSpot. There's a bunch, right? So I'm reposting it to different platforms. I come over to LinkedIn. I start building my newsletter here, copy and paste, do any formatting so I can upload it as a newsletter. And then I'm sharing it. And I'm sharing it from my business. And then I go to my personal page and I find the newsletter and I share it to my personal profile also. So this is another touch point for you to expand and get viewership on your content. My logo shows up on my business page, but not on my personal page where it lists my experience. any ideas when you, Monica, when you are typing it, does it populate your business? Because if it populates the business, it should show the logo. If that's not working, then I can talk to you offline, because it may be a glitch. It may be the the device you're using. So I don't know. How many times a week do you recommend we post on business and personal? Business, I would say 3 to 4 times a week, minimum 3 times a week. And again, that can be you just resharing existing content that's out there. So it doesn't have to be you creating something in Canva or Adobe and then uploading it and doing the content, the hashtags. You can just find content if you don't have time, and by scrolling your feed or by searching keywords, you can find content and reshare that to your business page or your personal page. But then also, I'm on LinkedIn more than any other platform. Like, I find myself scrolling on LinkedIn and I'm thinking I'm on Facebook, because LinkedIn has changed significantly in the last few years. And so there's a lot of different type of content now. And I get lost and I'm like, oh, I'm not on Facebook. Why am I on LinkedIn this long? Because I'm always here. So when you ask how often should you post, I'm always posting. I'm constantly posting. But if you're not used to it, just carve out time, 5-10 minutes, just to scroll, find some content you like and repost that. And then in saying that, I want to show you that, because there's a difference in reposting. Should I be looking at my business page as a member or admin? So you want to look at your business page as a member to see how you're showing up in the world. How are you showing up to outside people who come to your page? You want to see it as an admin if you want to make edits and changes to your business page. I do not see services and newsletter links on the left panel of my company LinkedIn page. So let's do this, and then I'm gonna go back to you, Henry. Monica, we might have to connect offline. So this is Miss Willie Mae Facey. I was with her in Miami this week. And if I wanted to share this content that Miss Willie Mae put out, these are my options. I can like it, and that gives me options. I can comment on this. I can repost. I can send. Jarvis is now in everything I do right now. I have not learned how to use Jarvis yet. So I don't know what Jarvis is doing right here, but it's saying I can post a summary using Jarvis. The other thing I can do is I can toggle between any of the pages I manage. So if I want to comment on this, but I want to comment under 628 digital design, I will click on 628, hit save. And now the logo changed, and anything I do here is going to be from 628. If I like, so a lot of times I will do from both. I will like it from 628, then toggle back to my page, Sammy, and then like it from Sammy too. The one I wanted to show you were, let me go back to Sammy. I wanted to show you the repost. So you have two options. If I want to take this and share it, because I like it, I can just repost. It says instantly bring Willie Mae's post to others' feeds, right? So I'm not adding any content. I'm just going to repost that. And up here, it would say Samantha Williams reposted on top of this, but it's going to be her content. If I wanted to add my thoughts, then I would click repost with comments, whatever it said. And then I would type it here, and then because I'm on the computer, the emojis are down here. So I can click here if I wanted to insert emojis into it. Jarvis post is AI, so it would rewrite it for me if I want it. And then I can schedule it for later. So I want to repost this, but maybe not right now. I want to wait. Like, I was traveling, so do I want to post this now, wait till I get back from traveling, right? So you have options when it comes to posting and reposting. Okay, so Henry does not see, let's go back over here. Henry is not seeing newsletter or services. So over here, you don't see services. Well, let me click onto services. So this is from the services page. But I don't know why. You see how on the left-hand side here, it says the service page, requests, and clients. So you may, and also up here, you see it brought me back to my profile. So you may have to set up your services marketplace first, but your newsletter should be showing. So if you are on your either personal or business, when you do create, these are your options for creating. If you click on publish an article, so it's probably not showing for you because you haven't set up a newsletter yet. So because I have newsletters already set up, I get the option to choose, do I want this to be an individual article or 628, go to 628 digital design and be included there. Now, this is if you want to publish an article or a newsletter. When you go in here and click on manage, this is where you have the option to create a newsletter. So that may be what populates it onto your profile and your business page. So if I click on newsletter, I'm going to have the option to create a newsletter or to add it to 628 digital, the 628 digital digest. If I wanted to create a newsletter, then it pops this open where now I say, this is going to be, I have the 628 digital digest. Now this is going to be, I don't know, AI algorithms. I don't know, right? So you can have, I believe, up to 10 different newsletters, but don't quote me on that because I don't, oh, here it is. Limit 5 newsletters per page. So you can have 5 different newsletters and you can do that per topic, per industry, per, keyword that people are, what's hot and popular right now. So once you have that, that should populate it on your, let me go back out of here, on your business page and go back over here into this section. So right now, and so while we're here, let me show you the services. So services is set up through services marketplace. So I got to services marketplace by going for business at the top and then going down here, services marketplace. Services marketplace, I have to start checking off my list here because we're going all over the place. We did newsletters, services marketplace. This is great for if you're looking for a service provider. And it gives you some popular services down here. If you click on see all services, these are, they're set up by categories. So accounting, coaching and mentoring, consulting, design, events, finance, home improvement, information technology, insurance, law, marketing, operations, photography, real estate, software development, and writing. And so if you had a need and you say, I'm looking for, let's say, we can pick anyone, a photo booth. I'm looking for a photo booth. There are 1 million people who have set up a profile in services marketplace to say that they're in the events category. And that could be any of these events here. So any of these services here. So finance has 1,175,000. Design, there's over 3 million people, right? So
quick question. If you have a profile, does it automatically carry over to this, or you have to apply, fill out a separate form for this?
Great question. This is separate.
Hear that, everyone? This is completely separate.
This is completely separate. And if you see here at the top of my screen, I don't know if you guys can see my tabs, but it opened a whole new tab over here because now we're in linkedin.com/services. So this is outside. It's embedded into LinkedIn, but it's a whole different thing. It's not just because you build your LinkedIn profile, this carries over to your services. You have to, so one, we're searching for service providers, but then you have to register as a service provider. So as a viewer, as a user, we said we was going to do photo booths. So the user can go in and say, I want to get proposals for somebody to do photo booths at my event. You can browse by location and you can browse by the people listed here. There's 21,000 people with services profile set up for photo booths. So if I said, you know what, I'm going to do get proposals. LinkedIn now has me build my RFP, basically. So I'm going to say, I need I'm gonna just say test. That did not write. Oh, and it also has a limit. So we need 25 characters. And I want this next week. Oh, this is going to have me submit right away. So we're not going to submit because it'll go out to people. But usually it'll take you through multiple steps to like qualify your proposal, the proposal you're doing. So as a service provider, I would then, if I owned the photo booth, I would get a lead from LinkedIn that says someone is interested in your photo booth services. And I'm going to check my notifications to see if I got any, but there's another place I can find them. So let's see my notifications.
People want you to go back and do it from square one and see how they get how they can register.
Okay. So going back to the homepage, we're on LinkedIn, right? Start a post, personal profile page. We're clicking on For Business tab at the top. We're going to the left-hand side and we're clicking on Services Marketplace. This used to be called ProFinder. So if you are familiar with ProFinder, it's the same thing. Okay, Monica, you're all set. Awesome. Can you include multiple businesses in one account? Dennis, I'm trying. So you can have multiple business pages set up and under your personal account that you would just manage them. So you would create a business page and you would manage that. Can we save a post as a draft or does it have to be scheduled? And we have to remember to review it. No, I don't think you could do a draft, but you can create it and schedule it. So you, not that you have to remember to review it before you schedule it, you just want to make sure it's set with all the imagery, videos, hashtags, content that you want in there. Can we reorder managed posts on the business page, or is that an automatic feed? That's an automatic feed. If you can feature on your business page and then that you can reorder. Can we replace newsletters? Not sure what you mean, Naya, by replacing. You can create up to 5 different newsletters. You can change the names of them if you want to edit them. How do you do it? Okay, so we're back here. All right. So this is how you would search. If you scroll down here, it says, are you a provider? We're a provider. Then you will click on Get Started. This is free. This is not included in premium. This is a free feature. That's why I said we would spend a little bit of time on services, because I think it's important that people leverage it and take advantage of it. So because I have premium, I have additional features in Marketplace that I can use, right? So here you can select up to 10 services. So when we were on my business page earlier and it listed the 10 services, this is where it grabbed it from my services page. And then I added description about the company, contact me for pricing. This is where I'm located. You can add media. So that may be a premium feature. Your visibility, do you want people to see the page or not? And then you can unpublish the page, right? And then you can edit your page. So this is not, I have not optimized this yet. And I continue to get requests. So if you click, the requests are going to show up here, but they also show up in your notifications. So that's what I was looking at earlier. So you can add up to 8 different medias and you have 20 credits. So I can ask 20 people per month for review that will be on my service page, which is different from my recommendations on my personal page. Remember, these are 2 separate things. So if I click on requests, I don't have any requests. That's strange. There's usually requests here. So usually it'll say resumes. I get a lot of requests for resumes. These are proposals that I submitted. So I would get a proposal. This was marketing consulting. So when we were acting like we were filling out a proposal, this is what it looks like. They went in and said they need a branding marketing project. If you're a business, what is the size? So they put in 50 to 20, and then they can give more information. And then I can submit a proposal to them. and say, these are my services. I would love to help you. So I'm gonna show you one, social media marketing. So this is my proposal to them. I love to assist you. This is my company. I include a free consultation. And what I do is I have these pre-typed in my notes app on the phone, and it says social media, writing, LinkedIn, whatever. And then I copy and paste that pre-typed proposal, and it's not long. And I copy and paste that into LinkedIn. How do we list our services in Marketplace? Oh, hey, Aaron. Aaron, did you see that? So I'll do it again because this is like the third time I'm doing it, but it's so important because it's available to you. So Services Marketplace, you go to business at the top, and then you click on Services Marketplace. You're going to scroll down. Are you a provider? And get started. It says only 5 newsletters per page. If you need to remove and add a new one, yes. So you only have the 5, Naya. So if you're at max, then you're gonna have to get rid of one. Keith, this is only for services. This is Services Marketplace. They don't have a section for products right now. Do you recommend using the service feature for restaurant? I provide bread for restaurants. It's a service, but not in the same way. So that's on, that depends. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron does promotional products if anyone's interested. Monica, it's going to depend on, like Aaron said, her service is not listed. So you have to scroll through here and see if what you do is listed, and then you could be able to add it in here. But it has to be, and it has to fit into one of these categories is the constraint. We are running late on time, you guys. Okay. Looking at, one thing I wanted to show you was groups. So you can find groups, and groups are good to join because it helps you maximize your reach, right? So your groups, if you go to your profile, the main page, on the bottom left, it's gonna have groups. And you can search industry, topics. So these are the groups that I'm in. Hello, I hope everyone is in the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. It's a private page. I hope everyone is in here.
Thank you.
But these are the groups that I'm in. And then you can search marketing, and it will show, it's searching everything. So even if you're searching regular, you can search for groups here. So you look across the top here, I can look for groups that are focused on marketing. And then it'll show you how many people are in each group, the name of the group. You can go and view the posts. You can join. Oh, so these are the ones I'm in because it says view posts, but you can join the groups. You can check them out and see if that's a group you want to follow.
And once you follow them, can you post will they see it?
Yes.
When you
yes.
There you go, everyone.
You can join a group. So let's go into this one. So it says it's a public group, start a public post. And these are the posts within the group. So when you see this feed, this is only within this group that people are posting. So you can
promote yourself that way.
Promote yourself, and you can invite people to join. There's almost 3 million people in this social media marketing group. Another one I wanted to show you guys that's very important is learning. LinkedIn Learning. So someone was asking about the benefits of the premium. I pay for premium. I get LinkedIn Learning for free in my membership, my premium membership. Otherwise, there's a cost for LinkedIn Learning. But on LinkedIn Learning, you can come in here and you can search for different topics. But on the left-hand side, what I tell people all the time, so when you get to LinkedIn Learning, these are the topics, right? You can see the different courses you can take, but there's a certifications tab here, and you can get certifications through LinkedIn Learning. So if you have premium, LinkedIn Premium, you can leverage that to upskill and do some certifications. So for me right now, I'm in the middle. I have a Six Sigma green belt. I'm in the process of doing Six Sigma black belt training through LinkedIn Learning. So I want to make sure you guys take advantage of that. And then I'm going to flip back to my PowerPoint because that's where the pricing is. Hold on. Uh-oh, am I frozen?
You're not frozen and the share is still on.
My computer is frozen.
Oh,
Oh, Helena, can you stop my sharing?
okay.
I think my Wi-Fi is acting up. Yep, hold on.
Okay, stop sharing.
Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. We're having technology issues over here. Okay. My my Zoom thing is just circling right here. So I may not be able to share again. Let me
Let's try, hold on, multiple, try.
no, it's like my Zoom is timing out. It's strange. So I can, where did it go? I can talk to you guys through the, oh, Lord. Hold on. No, Helena, I am completely frozen over here.
Oh, try control alternate delete.
I just did that.
It didn't work.
I just did that.
So what, you know what, let's close it out.
I'll close it out and I can email you the deck because there's a slide that has all the, oh, my pricing slide came up. Oh, we're back.
Hold
We're
on.
back.
Let me, okay,
Okay, is it showing?
no, I don't, we see your home screen, like it's showing clouds.
Why is it showing that? Hold on. Okay.
Because I want to do another one, a follow-up from this. This is like,
Okay, so I'm not even gonna put in presentation mode because I don't know what the
there you go.
But this is the pricing. So premium is $60 a month, so $59.99 a month. Then you have Core Navigator. Sales Navigator is $100 a month. I do not pay for Sales Navigator. I only do premium. Sales Navigator Advanced is $149 a month. Helena, are you there?
I am there.
My screen's just blacked out. Helena,
No.
can you walk through the rest of the slide, please?
Sure. Sales Navigator Advanced is $133 a month. You know what? Everyone take a screenshot of this because it's still on there. Recruiter Lite is $170 a month. Recruiter Corporate is $900 a month per seat. And LinkedIn Learning is for professional and students. They can upgrade through $39.99 per month. So we got that.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
Yep. You're good. Now I think you're frozen now. Sam? She must be having internet problems. Okay, everyone.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you, but you're frozen, but we can hear you. Do you want to close it out? Okay. I guess she's
Can you hear me?
You're in and out every like 5 to 10 seconds. Sam? Okay. So hopefully she'll hear this. Sam, thank you so much. 628 Digital. Definitely reach out to her. Follow her on social media, on LinkedIn. Follow us at the Greater New York Chamber. If you have any questions, this will be on Chamber TV. Just give me till this afternoon to load it up. Chamber.nyc. Again, Sam, thank you so much. 628 Digital Design is her company name. We're so fortunate to have her as a member and to provide this information for you. If you're not a member of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, please join us. We can't put these webinars on without your support. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And everyone have a great day. Again, this will be on Chamber TV this afternoon. Bye, everyone.